Faith. Every believer claims to have it. What if those things, which are meant to derail your faith, are able to testify against you? Welcome to a special episode of The Roberts Show, in which we'll take a look at Margaret as her faith is on trial. 1 Peter 1:7 reminds us that the trial of our faith is more precious than gold. Let's join Margaret in the courtroom of life to see what will happen to her faith. All rise for the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, God, the righteous judge, is entering the courtroom.
Order. Is everyone here and ready? Prosecutor Stone, you may begin with your opening statement.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. We are here today because the defendant has been in violation of her faith. She has fallen short of her duties as a child of God. We will prove this beyond a shadow of a doubt, and we have all kinds of evidence, Your Honor. Thank you.
Attorney Golden, you may begin with your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. My client and I are prepared to fight any and all accusations made against her and her faith. In fact, we would like all charges dropped. This whole court is out of order.
Motion denied. Prosecutor Stone, you may proceed with your first witness.
Yes, Your Honor. We call Fear to the stand.
Raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Fear, have you been in contact with the defendant?
Yes, on several occasions. One time, she received a notice from the bank that her house was being foreclosed on. I stayed with her the entire day. She refused to communicate with anyone and stayed in her bed all day.
Objection, Your Honor. We stand on the word of God that God has not given us the spirit of fear. That is found in 2 Timothy 1:7.
That's true.
Sustained.
Fear, please explain further how you have affected the defendant.
After the defendant received the letter, I told her that she was going to lose her house and her children wouldn't look up to her anymore. That she would lose all of her possessions and life as she knew it was over.
We have no further questions, Your Honor.
Please call your next witness.
Prosecution calls Mr. Doubt to the stand.
Raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth? I do.
Mr. Doubt, how do you know the defendant?
Well, I've been in contact with the defendant for a long time now. I've been telling her ever since she was young that she has no calling on her life, she has no potential, and that she has no place in the church.
Your Honor, objection.
But let him act in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. That's found in James 1:6.
Sustained. Any other questions?
We have no further questions, Your Honor.
Please call your last witness.
Yes, Your Honor. We call Ms. Disappointment to the stand.
Raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do. Well, me and the defendant just recently met. When she got a phone call from the doctor, I knew she felt really, really bad.
Objection! The Word of God says, set your affection on things above, not on things of earth. My client has not worried about the doctor's report. She has meditated on the Word of God day and night. She chooses to believe the report of the Lord. This is found in Colossians 3:2.
Prosecutor, please instruct your witness to only give testimony of what she remembers. Laughing is inappropriate.
Your Honor, my apologies. Disappointment? Do you have anything else to add?
I would like to add, the defendant wanted me. I could have stayed as long as I wanted. She enjoyed my company.
Prosecutor, do you rest your case?
Your Honor, we have nothing further.
Attorney Golden, you may call your witness up to the witness stand.
Thank you, Your Honor. If it pleases the court, I would like to call my client to the stand. Your faith is on trial. Witnesses have testified about you having fear, doubt, and disappointment. Would you like to respond to these accusations?
Thank you, Your Honor. Everything that the prosecution has accused me of today is true. Yes, I have had fear, doubt, and disappointment, but I overcame all of them. But my faith never wavered. God has been so good to me. I still have joy. I am much stronger now. Those that have accused me meant it for evil, but God turned it around for my good. You see, Your Honor, this trial, those accusations, they may look like I'm in a hot seat, but I am coming out as pure gold.
Mr. Stone, Attorney Golden, thank you for presenting your case today. Surely the defendant has been strongly accused of letting fear, doubt, and disappointment destroy her faith in God. I have listened to the testimony and I have weighed the facts and I am ready to make a ruling. Margaret, I have heard the testimony of your accusers, fear, doubt, and disappointment. But even through it all, your faith never wavered and never lacked. Even in the midst of trouble, your faith was never deterred. Therefore, my ruling is that you are not guilty. Henceforth is laid up for you a crown of righteousness that I will give you at that appointed day.